So
you can thank Willow all for that second admin account.
You guys love Willow.
Willow's going to be so great.
You guys love that you two were on Willow. Like,
no, I just love Willow because John hates it, so I just keep saying it.
Chris and I are going to log on tomorrow night and do Sick and Sicker. Hey everyone, welcome to 5 Idiots Talking Toys. I'm Shane, and we are here with our regularly scheduled Sunday episode, our full podcast episode for collectors. We're here with the boys. Let's bring them in now. John's here, Chris is here, Brandon, Charles, and who else did I not say? I think I said everybody.
You didn't say yourself, Shane.
Well, I'm on the cusp of getting sick. I'm losing my voice. I'm doing my best effort here. I don't know how long I'm going to last voice-wise, but I'm going to hang.
I'm sure the audience will be very happy to not hear you talk.
Yes, correct. I'm going to remind everybody very quickly to subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. If you listen on a podcast app, follow us there as well. You can go to 5idiotstalkingtoys.com and you can find all the links for everything we do, socials, merch store, our collectibles page where we sell vintage toys. So just check us out there at 5idiotstalkingtoys.com. Guys, what's going on today? How is everyone?
What's up, dude?
What's going on?
Getting sick. I'm good, though, but I feel it coming.
Yeah. Speaking of our merch store, we should have the slogan or the banner on the bottom.
Oh, John can make that happen.
Yes, he can.
Or I can make it happen. Oh!
Look at that.
So how do you get sick if you don't never leave the house?
It gets brought in, man. I got 3 bodies that come and go every single day, and they bring all the viruses and everything into the house, I guess. My wife's been sick for a couple of weeks with a sinus infection, all that stuff. It's, you know.
You're always sick. Like, almost
Me?
always. Yeah.
No, I mean, I haven't been sick in a pretty good stretch here.
Like 3 weeks.
I think you're sick one of the 4 shows.
I'll have to run the tape back and check. Chris, you're in the infirmary with me right now, right?
Yeah, I pretty much have been sick the whole month of May, and I thought June was going to be better, and it's not getting better. So I started off getting COVID for a couple of weeks, and then I got sick immediately after that with coughing and like a runny nose, and now I have a really bad ear infection, so I can't hear anything right now out of my ear. It's like bad.
I've been getting hit with allergies and now probably a cold. How are the rest of you guys doing?
I take multivitamins, I take vitamin C, and I regularly shower. So I am not.
I'm not weak, so I don't catch anything.
I take vitamin C every day and a multivitamin and zinc, and I don't know. It's been working, but John, how's it going down in there in Georgia?
Really good. Just had wood-fired pizza in the backyard again.
Nice.
Oh, so that's probably good.
That pizza oven is awesome.
Now, so you're just enjoying retired life, is that correct?
Well, not exactly retired. Not exactly retired.
Oh, it was more of a changing of career. Yeah.
So technically, that's still Georgia pizza because you're in Georgia. You're making it. It's Georgia pizza.
Georgia pizza. Good thinking.
But
is it better? Is it better than Little Caesars? What else do you eat? Little Caesars.
Little Caesars, yeah.
Yeah, that's Caesars. What everybody eats in Georgia.
I love that one episode where we were like, yeah, that Georgia pizza's got to be terrible. He's like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it before. We have a place. It's delicious. Little Caesars. Have you heard of that? All right, guys, let's jump into our regular schedule here so we can get to the topic of the night. And for everybody who's watching, stay tuned. The topic tonight is our Grail pieces. So we're going to run through and talk about potential Grails that we have somewhere in the back of our brains that we may try to get at some point or just know that we'll never own them. But we're going to talk about that tonight. What's the first topic tonight? It's
pickups.
Pickups of the week.
Pickup of the week.
All right. Who's got a pickup of the week that they can share with our audience? Let's get to it.
You want to go first, John?
I'll go first. I got a pickup that kind of ties in with a film that's coming out this October. It's from the Marvel family, not Marvel Comics, but Captain Marvel, the DC Captain Marvel, and that's Shazam. I got this.
Damn.
It's freaking sweet.
Nice.
Near mint condition, 1986. This is the third wave of the Superpowers collection.
I love those. Yeah, I absolutely love them.
Beautiful.
He's freaking awesome. He's got a couple of knuckle rubs here. Oh, my dirty fingernails been digging in the garden.
Yeah, I know. We saw your video.
Do what?
Charles, why don't you tell John about how you take a shower?
I did take a shower, but I was digging in the garden again.
Well,
Anyway.
if you guys scroll onto Just John, he has a video of him doing the gardening outside.
Yeah.
So
We should put Just John on the bottom of the screen. But
just,
that's Captain Marvel.
I love those.
Am I seeing that correctly? That he's got like a 2-layer cape going on there?
Yeah, he does.
That's wild.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Just like in the comics.
Wow.
Nice.
But yeah.
Charles, you got new stuff too?
Are you done, John? Or
Yeah.
oh, okay.
That's it.
I just got one thing. I got a small head Han Solo AFA 85.
Nice.
I'm down to like I think 6 or 7 that I need, so this is one that I knocked off my list.
Is it a molded legs, Charles, or
It is
okay?
Oh, wow.
I need that.
molded legs.
Yeah, I have an 80 plus. I actually just realized it. I redid my whole cabinet on Thursday, and when I was looking through it, I realized that my Han was only an 80 plus. So now I'm on the search for an 85.
So the
85 is tough to get.
molded legs is harder to get than the painted legs.
Incorrect.
No, painted is harder.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Okay,
That's why I asked. I figured it was molded,
yeah.
but I actually
Yeah,
have
it's very hard to get too.
with myself. Forgot that I actually had gotten stuff in, but one of them is this Boba Fett baggie.
Ooh.
So it's completely sealed.
Is that a Sears sticker on there?
That's a Sears sticker, yes.
Nice.
Nice.
How cool is that?
$1.50.
Wow.
So it's Sears surplus store for $1.
Exactly. I've been telling you guys that for months now. I used to shop at the Sears surplus store all the time.
And the best part about it is it's an error baggie because it has the wrong blaster. Look at that blaster. It's a Rebel,
Wow.
It's a Rebel blaster. So
Is that a V2?
this is a V1737-2.
No, it's an M1 FRV5 249er.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So is Chris gonna just wear white gloves every episode now? Is that what we figured out?
It's like,
Well-
I was rearranging my cabinets, and I'm what? You still have your white gloves on?
I had my museum curator here yesterday, and we had our gloves on.
We may have to like redo the show because like John's showing like a $30 figure. I'm showing like a $400 one, and you have Chris. He's like, I got this vinyl cape. It's actually an error. He has 2 vinyl capes. It's only worth like $17,000. Like, could you show something like maybe like a little less like lower in value?
I don't.
This is not a $40 figure.
Help us out a little bit.
I'm just giving what the audience wants to see.
Whoever follows you, which will be Brandon, is going to be. I got a modern figure I got at Walmart. Like, who cares now?
Well, I definitely didn't pay that much money for mine.
Next segment.
One of them was free. One of them was free, so.
Oh, nice.
It must be really nice. Then.
No, it was good. It was good. I got my stuff IC sale for Memorial Day. Just a couple loose figures. They're nothing too special there. They're actually pretty good in white.
Nice white stormtrooper.
Yeah, the Storm is pretty white, and it's no COO Stormy on there too. So I'll be keeping him. I was actually looking for beaters, but those actually came out pretty nice. And then, so this was the deal. Ben Hansen who I don't know if he follows us or not, but he did a Memorial Day sale, and he gave away a 12-inch boba and a necklace. May the force be with you, necklace.
Nice.
12-inch boba for free. So I picked that up, and then I'm going to give that away during the holidays to somebody who has a child that is not getting a whole lot for Christmas. So I'll pay that forward during the holidays. So I want to make sure I snag that, and we can give it away on the page in December.
Nice. Yeah, I like that.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Can you at least maybe wear it for one show with no shirt on and just wear the necklace?
I don't going to get yelled at for, opening up vintage. You did include a nice thank you note as well. So thanks, Ben, if you're watching. Thank you for that. I will keep the note and I will pay it forward.
Awesome.
I can't wait for the episode where Brandon's going to reveal a little taco meat and put that necklace on. I can't wait.
I don't even know if this is fit.
Shane, did you get anything this week?
I did get a couple of things. You guys, you probably know this, that I collect some of the Sigma stuff. It's people refer to them as oddballs. I love some of that stuff. The mugs, they do all kinds of ceramics and stuff, but they do the statues that you guys know about and our fans probably know about. And so I picked up this Emperor recently. So box is not mint, but the box is not bad. Very displayable. I had one of these at one point, and I had ordered it, and when it came in, I realized that the paint must have all been scraped off, and somebody repainted it black. So it was just a disaster. But this came in, and I just unwrapped it. It's really nice shape. I gave it a close examination based on the piece that I got last time, and the paint on it is really, really nice. So this is a fun one. It's a Sigma statue of the Emperor, and then I got one other, and this one I do not see this one that often. The pair of droids, and I came across this at a toy show, so I got this for a decent price. And pull this guy out and it's wrapped up. It's wrapped
All right,
up.
guys.
It's actually wrapped in the original. I'm sorry, say that again.
I said, there goes our episode.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to even open it yet because it's actually wrapped in the original paper. It had some bubble wrap around it, but that's the piece, and I got them both with the boxes, so I'm pretty happy about that. I don't have all of them, but I do grab them when I come across them, so those are my pickups.
Nice. Very nice.
So,
And does anybody have the whiff of the week?
whiff of the week.
Whiff of the week.
I don't.
I didn't have any. No
Nothing
issues
crazy
this
happened.
week.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So no whiff of the week this week.
I know. I know. I mean, this is going to air, a week after we are taping this, but I know Charles and Chris will say the whiff of the week was the latest Obi-Wan episode. Episode number 4 that is the most recent one we've seen.
I didn't even watch it.
Not even a waste of breath.
Honestly, John, don't.
I'm not going to, based on your recommendations.
Don't.
Of course you're going to watch it. How could you not
I'm not
spend
going to watch
31
it.
minutes?
I'm done with it.
So episode 5 is coming out in a couple of days. It'll be out by the time people watch this. So we're hoping it's good. There's only 2 episodes left, but all right. So let's move on to
where's Brandon going?
Topic.
We'll jump over to the topic now. The topic of this week is
wins of the week. We didn't talk about wins of the week.
Wins of the week. Okay.
I'm getting up to model my 5 Idiots Talking Toys ICC exclusive T-shirt, which we still have available.
We do. We have just a handful of them left, I think, at this point. Give us a shout if anybody's watching wants to grab one of those. We did 1 print run of those. We're not making any more. Obviously, they were
3 of us have them on.
Yeah.
I have the I believe in mountain lions.
Chris even uses his white gloves to show off his shirt.
I wore one of those shirts to a barbecue like a week ago, and my nephew, who's 7, ran around just calling me an idiot the whole time. So I'm not doing that again.
It works.
So I actually attended a 1-year-old birthday party today. It was my wife's friends. And when I was getting ready to go, I put this shirt on with a pair of black shorts. And my wife told me that I wasn't allowed to wear the shirt.
I agree with her.
I agree with it too.
I wore mine at
For a
Costco
1-year-old
today, and
birthday party.
the lady that hands out free food read it, and she's like, "What does your shirt say?" Like, 5 Idiots Talking Toys. It's a toy podcast. You should watch us. She goes, "Oh,
We don't have any new subscribers, though. Thanks.
she's still handing out free food."
Oh, that's true. She's probably
Yeah.
still at Costco hanging out.
All right. So win of the week.
Win of the week, anyone?
Do we have anybody who has like a major win or something that they
Win of the week can be a collection I've been working on with someone for a couple of months. And I finally sealed the deal, I want to say Friday night. So it's all done. It's paid. He's shipping it. I should get it in another week or so.
More mocks?
It's mainly vehicles, play sets, die casts, and a bunch of Japanese stuff.
Oh, nice.
Let's just keep it as the vintage Japanese.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So
So just send me a private message when you see a Leia. What is that? Zakuda?
Zucata?
Zakuda?
A cicada?
Yeah, Zakuda
Zakuda?
card.
Cicada?
yeah.
You say Zakuda, I say Zakata.
So hopefully it'll be in another week or so. So
So, if anyone wants to know, here's a normal Shane message. Hey, I want that Japanese Leia. How much do you want for it? $700. I'll give you $300 shipped. No,
Lying.
actually, yeah, I'm gonna tell you the actual truth. Shane will PM you and say, "Hey, I want that Leia. How much?" I'll say 300. His response: nothing. You don't get a response. 2 weeks later, he goes, "Hey, did you sell that?" "Yeah, I sold it the next day, Shane. You didn't write back."
That did happen once, but the recent time that he's talking about, he asked how much something was to the 5 of us, and John replied back, "I think it's worth $320," and I go, "I would buy it for $320 if you're going to sell it for that price." And then somebody else goes, "No, it's worth $400." He goes, "Shane, you lowballed me. You lowballed me. I didn't even make up that price."
it's called a lowball.
Oh my! It was a lowball alley-oop, I guess.
Siri, what's a lowball?
I have a win of the week.
Okay.
I didn't waste my time watching Obi-Wan episode 4.
Oh.
Oh,
And the piggyback, the win of the week is all the other shows that were on while you weren't watching that.
Yeah.
They'll more views.
I finished what?
He's saying all the other shows that are not Obi-Wan got extra views because people are not watching.
Oh, well, I finished Stranger Things.
Oh,
I'm still behind.
I'm halfway, and it's so good.
I didn't even start.
I didn't finish it last night.
John said it was dark, and honestly, it's dark. It's good.
It's good. Wait till you get to the last episode before they.
Oh my
come out with
god!
new-
So for everyone who's following, Shane and I are going to do a review on season 4. So check that out.
Disco and Ebert.
And we don't have to get into it. We thought about it. We thought about it for a hot second of doing a review, and then we thought better of it. But a new season of The Boys is out, and I'm like deep into episode 2 only, so I'm early on. But Charles, I know. But Charles, you're liking it.
Oh, it's awesome.
Insane, right? It's like the most insane show you could ever see.
And we can't even speak about it on this show.
You can't even talk about
No.
it. You got to talk about one single scene in that show.
No, it's for anybody who has not seen this show, it's on Amazon Prime, and it's essentially the MCU borderline X-rated, borderline like NC-17. Everything goes, blood, gore. It's crazy.
You know, it's a DC comic, right?
Yeah. But I'm saying it's like the equivalent of like today's superhero content. If anything goes, you know, like if they could take their powers and do devious stuff with it.
Totally, anything goes.
Crazy. So season 3 is out, and they're taking it to the next notch, the next level.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's jump into our topic for tonight, for the episode of Grails. The Holy Grail for your collection. Who wants to start us off? What is something that you would love to have in your collection, you have an eye on to eventually acquire, or you just know, hey, this would fit into my focus or whatever, but it's just never going to happen because, for a number of different reasons. Who wants to start us off? John, I'm going to call you out. Do you have
one? You're going to call on me?
Yeah.
I'm not going
I'm the only one paying attention. Do what?
I'm not going first because I always get yelled at.
I guess my Grail piece.
John's always burping. Always has like indigestion.
Do what?
You're always burping and like indigestion and stuff.
Because he drinks Red Bull at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's right. I got to get going.
He's drinking Red Bulls all day long with carbonation and all that shit, all that stuff.
I think I've got a little bit of collector's fatigue right now. I don't know how many of you are feeling that, but I'm not going to stop collecting, but I've slowed down a lot, mainly because this change of career and stuff. But because I just haven't had the money to buy what I want. But what's so funny?
I'm just looking at Brandon, and all of a sudden he's now paying attention and he's dying laughing. So I'm just laughing with him. I have no clue what he's laughing at, though.
But I think I have collector's fatigue because it's just become so expensive. Everything has become so expensive. Bread's become expensive.
John, I have
gas has become expensive.
I have collector's fatigue, but like even an additional layer on top of that. I'm in the moment right now. I realize it this week. I'm in the thought process of having fatigue overall. Like I'm having fatigue being in the groups throughout the day, seeing all the posts. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but the last week I've been not even in there as much because it just takes me out of everything I should be doing. And it's a lot of the same stuff, and it's it's great stuff, and people are posting good content, but it's too much some days. So you just got to take a break from social media in that sense, and the collecting too, all of it together. We've been doing it for a long time now without a break. Yeah, and the fatigue aside, I do have a Grail piece, even though I'm not a big fan of that word, but something that I do want to put the nail in the coffin of my B-Wing collection is the Retorno B-Wing carded.
Okay.
That would be the, not the end of my collecting, but that would be my Grail.
Yeah, and you've mentioned that before. That's a good one. Yeah.
I had the opportunity at the ICC con, but someone beat me to it. Yeah,
he was too busy working a booth.
Yeah, I know. We were too busy working a booth. But yeah.
All right. Well, that's a good one. That's not an easy one to find, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. Who else?
Let's hear Brandon go.
So, current Grail that we own, is that
no, when you're pursuing?
John doesn't own his Grail. He just said it.
Yeah. Oh God. Our secretary doesn't even know the topic.
Well, why does Christopher have gloves on?
Because he's going to show his Grail piece. He got his Grail piece.
He wears them out now. Like we went to a park.
I have a Grail.
Like my grandmother shopping for groceries.
He wears an ascot and his white gloves.
It's like my grandmother used to do when she shopped for groceries. She always wore white gloves.
He based this whole show off of what is Chris wearing. He has his gloves on.
We just got through 2.5 years of a pandemic, and now finally Chris starts wearing gloves.
I'm sick all the time.
Okay, I'll show one of my grails that I have that I required. I don't know if I've shown it on here before, and then I'll get to discussing what my grail piece is. I have a modern and a vintage grail that I'm still searching for. Here is the modern grail that I have. Get a better light on that. It's an Obi-Wan Kenobi, Power of the Force 2.
The short tray saber.
Oh my goodness! Signed by Sir Alec himself.
Yeah, signed by Alec Guinness. That is one of my grail pieces. So I collect Power of the Force 2 line autographs mainly because that's what I bought as a kid. Were the Power of the Force 2 ones, and I collect the autograph versions of those. You guys have seen the Leias that I've had and a couple other ones. That's the modern grail that I have. That modern grail that I'm still searching for is a Frank Oz signed Yoda. I had my eyes on one. I know of 2 from the same seller, and one of them did not pass authentication. So I'm still waiting on the other. We'll see what happens with that. So yeah, it's Frank Oz signed Power of the Force 2 Yoda is what I'm looking for. Vintage grail that I'm still searching for would probably be, and this one's out of my price range right now, but a mint on card vinyl cape. So I've seen a few of them.
Yeah,
but that's
they're getting pricier and pricier.
Yeah,
mainly because I'm just trying to add it to my mock collection. I'm trying to get all the mint on cards. At least one full run. I know it's going to take me a while, but so.
And what kind of, for the people, I mean, I want to know for myself, but for the people watching, what kind of price range are you talking about on a piece like that?
I mean, I saw one for $8,000 a couple of years ago, and I didn't jump on it, and now I probably should have.
Okay.
It really depends on the condition. It depends on the grade, but you can be looking over $20,000 now.
Yeah.
Wow.
It really depends on what kind of shape he's looking to get it in.
So that's an unrealistic grail piece. A realistic grail piece would be a boxed sandcrawler.
You'd have to empty out one whole drawer for that from your house. All right. Wildminsters, who wants to go?
I'll go before him because his grail would be like $975,000 item he's gonna have within 7 hours of the show. I guess mine is a red bar that's carded, like a mock. It's attainable. I fought with someone else on one, I think on Christmas Day, and I got up to like $4,500. And I looked at Chris, and he's like, you're gonna spend $4,000 something dollars, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's just
the guy was definitely being greedy and asking.
Yeah. I mean, could I get it? Yes, but I'm so scared of mocks. They're just, I don't know. I just don't get them. Yeah. I don't get the whole thing. Like why that's worth $5,000 and like a loose one is like $1,000. It just, I don't know. I just don't get it.
Still sealed.
Who cares?
He knows the answer. He just doesn't. I know what he's saying. He it's just such a big difference that
I don't want to spend
a hard leap to make.
I don't want to spend $5,000 or $6,000 on something, and all of a sudden now I have a crack in the blister, and now it's what? Now it's only $1,000 or $2,000. Why? Like why even like risk that? It's just not worth the risk to me.
Yeah.
So that's a negative grail. That's a grail with a negative side to it.
Yeah.
Coming from Charles, that's pretty shocking.
Yeah. I'm honest. It's not negative. I tell the truth, and I'm just honest. That's the way I feel.
Yeah. I'm going to jump in next because I know Chris has something to show, and we talked about it. I don't know if I think it was off the air. We talked about it last week, and you suggested, Chris, when you were asking what mine would be, you suggested something like a first shot. And of course, I mean, that's kind of like a one-off thing, a 2-3 off thing. They'd be very hard to get. And I thought about it, and it's pretty close that I would say that my Grail with the Leia Bosch focus would be, an unsonic welded Letty Bosch. I guess you would prefer I would probably prefer the unpainted, just because it just would be so.
Yeah, it looks cooler.
So stark the difference, right? And I know that you have the painted prune face, painted, unpainted. I could go either way. I mean, in a perfect world, you'd have both, but unsonic welded with all the pieces, that would be pretty sweet. That's something that would be really. It probably was a lot easier to find, 5 years ago, 7, 10 years ago, because I've gone back to some of the boards, some of the forums where a lot of that Letty stuff is discussed, and there was a lot of chatter and posts about it going back to like 2010 and a few years around then. So that stuff was probably floating around a lot more than it is now. Now it's like locked down in collections and a lot harder to get. There were people trading pieces, like trading body parts, trying to make full figures, because they were just all random pieces that were grabbed out of the factory. Now they've all been like kind of parted out, and it's you'd have to buy a high-end piece from somebody. So that's a hard one. That's a Grail because it's not that I wouldn't spend the money on it, but I don't know that I'll even get the opportunity. I don't know.
But it's attainable in your budget. Just finding it would be the problem.
Right. If it came up and it was, I don't know what it would go for, but if it came up and it was $2,500, I would buy it.
Yeah.
But I've never seen. I mean, I've seen part pieces, not a whole figure, and I just don't think I've seen even an opportunity to buy it. So that's mine.
So I guess for me, most people know I'm a loose graded collector. My whole goals when I started collecting, back in the day was to get the whole run, and then it was variants, and then I got into like Lettys and PvP. But I always said that for my loose graded collection, there was three pieces I really wanted, and it wasn't the Luke Farmboy orange hair. Didn't even care about that, honestly. I really wanted a double telescoping Vader. I want a double telescoping Ben, and then I wanted the Lily Letty removable rocket Boba Fett. So those are 3 pieces I always said that I needed for my loose graded collection. And sometimes when when you're looking and you can't find stuff, you start to vary and go off in different focuses, which is definitely what happened to me a few times with mocks and stuff like that. And then I kind of get pulled back into the loose grading. So I'm trying to stay as focused onto my loose graded collection as possible. But I was able to pick up my removable rocket Lily Letty Boba Fett.
Wow.
So it got graded a 85 plus by CAS.
Unbelievable.
So immediately after I bought this, one at the celebration sold. It was graded at 85 in old K style, and it sold for $14,500. And then one just sold on eBay 2 days ago, graded 80, and it sold for I think 11 grand or 12 grand. So I didn't even pay close to that. I definitely got a very good deal on this one. So I was able to attain one of mine. So I still want a double telescoping Vader and Ben. I think it's attainable for me.
I saw one in celebration for you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. I just need to
35K.
How much?
35.
Jesus.
It's 35K, but then a 90 grade just sold on Hakes for 17. And I'm not looking to even spend that, but if I got like a 75 grade and spent like 10, that's kind of what I would do. That's kind of where I'm at.
You can't handle 75.
Don't go on for 75. They only go on for 80s and above.
So that's kind of where I'm at. I think I definitely veer off my focus a lot. and I get into these other things. I just start collecting, and I really had pulled myself back, which is why I've been selling a lot of stuff on our page lately, stuff that was in my collection, because I just need to go back to staying strict on my focus and wait for those pieces to come up. Like, I can't be impatient. I can't just buy stuff because I'm bored, which is what I do a lot of the time. Yeah. So I just got to stay patient and stop going off topic with my collection.
I'll say this, though, out of all the things that you could collect, whatever your hobby might be, the idea or the fact that you've gone off your path a little bit has probably worked out for you well, because Star Wars just keeps going up. Certainly the last 5 years, it's gone up. And so you've been able to acquire some pieces that you didn't care as much about as the ones you really wanted. And you made an investment in those pieces. So that's probably a good thing, but I hear what you're saying.
Correct. So
I have a couple of questions, and I feel like they're probably on behalf of some of the viewers right now. Head on over to 5idiotstalkingtoys.com. You can find all of our links for the sales page that Chris is talking about, Rogue 5 Toys. You'll find the link there, all of our socials and our merch shop. Tell us a little bit about the double telescoping Vader from what you know. Is it the harder of the three to find? Was it a lower run, or what can you tell us about it? I don't know much about it.
No, so from what I understand, I think the Obi-Wan is actually the tougher one of the three. Then it would be Vader, and then it's Luke. Luke is, I know people say he's a Grail, he's hard to get. He's not hard at all. Like, you can go online at any weekend, you can find a few of them for sale. You can go on the Facebook pages, find them for sale. But basically, the double telescoping Vader and the Ben are the earliest versions that they, when they made those two figures, they had the double telescoping. So even when you find them in a mock, the mocks are just ridiculous. So like a Luke mock that's double telescoping, those are obviously, we know, crazy prices. The Vader and the Ben just blow those away.
So are the figures that are in the early bird set all or is it,
no. We're talking like, the early bird set is just the Luke.
Just the Luke. Okay. I couldn't remember if Vader was.
But there's different kinds of early birds. So early birds can be a double telescoping or a single telescoping.
Okay.
Just for the Luke, but there was never a baggie for a Darth Vader it only came on mock, on the mocks, which was the earliest version possible for those.
Okay. And my other question was about the what's the quick synopsis, the quick story of the Boba Fett, the Letty Boba Fett with the removable rocket? Is it just simply that the Letty factory didn't permanently mount that rocket in there, glue it in there, or what's the story there?
No, I actually think it's like spring loaded, and I think that you can.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think you can actually pop this in and shoot it out, to be honest with you.
Wow.
There's no trigger?
Huh?
There's no trigger mechanism, though?
There's no trigger. So I think I can be completely wrong, because I never obviously played with one and had one in my hand. But, I always knew that there was two versions, the regular Letty and then the removable rocket Letty. Oh. I'm thinking you can drop this in and probably press it down and it pops out like that.
Okay.
But I can't
break it out. Break it out. Let's try it.
That is definitely a action figure grader question, only because it's Letty and I'm really more knowledgeable with Kenner stuff.
All right, so we'll give a shout out to the action figure grader John Rula. I'm sure he'll be checking out your Grail piece on here. Give us a comment. Let us know. Fill us in on some knowledge. Anybody else who's watching, give us a shout if you know any about these pieces as well.
Do I see John in the green room right now?
Do you have any future questions about high end stuff? He's the one to message, and he loves to answer stuff. You message him about anything you want, and he's going to answer you. So
day or night, right?
Message him for anything you want.
Day and night. If you have, if you want to know anything, just reach out to John and PM him.
I was trying to come up with a good Stromboli recipe last week, and I messaged him at 2 a.m. 5 minutes later, I had the best recipe I've ever made.
Was it the ham? Is it the particular type of ham that you
Serrano?
use?
He said Serrano.
Okay.
I was going out, and I had a red shirt and I had a blue. I didn't know which one to wear, so I actually live streamed Rula, and he helped me choose the right shirt, and he was right. I got so many compliments on the shirt.
Did you go with the red?
I went with the blue.
You went blue.
Yeah.
He helped John with the pizza problem.
It was a periwinkle.
Yeah. He was
okay. Well, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
He helped John solve the Georgia pizza problem.
Right.
Yeah. Leave Georgia.
Not enough bay leaf in the salt.
Leave Georgia.
take your brick pizza oven and get
All right.
Stop pissing in the water that you use for the dough.
Oh man. All right, boys.
Use orange juice cubes.
That's top 5. The orange juice cubes are top 5 all time on this show. Georgia pizza and the orange juice cubes.
Shane, we used to freeze that when I was, I don't know, 9 or 7, and he was 5 or 4, whatever the hell age we are right now. Whenever we were little, we used to freeze it. Now it's been 30 something years. Obviously, the only thing that I freeze is straight water for ice. I had no clue he's chewing on orange juice cubes still.
He was still doing it. He was sticking with it.
Yeah.
I have a 2-year-old at home, as I've said, that likes it.
He does love ice, though. So you are right.
All right. All right, boys. I think that's going to do it for this episode. Had a fun time chatting with you guys. Grail pieces. We got to cover some new acquisitions. Again, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all of you. Please comment on the video. Let us know what you think. We love chatting with you there. And also, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out. If you like the content that we're putting out, hit that bell icon as well and click on the all so you get notified of all the videos that we put out. We do put out shorter stuff on the weekdays, middle of the week, toy hunts, unboxings, reviews. Siskel and Ebert here, we put out reviews of trailers and teasers. If you'd like to hear us blab about the new content that's coming out on the web for the newest shows and movies and pop culture and stuff, we've been peppering that in just for fun. But we do this episode every Sunday. It comes out now earlier than it used to at 6 p.m. Eastern. Give everybody a little bit of time on a Sunday evening to watch it before the week starts. A lot of people do watch it on their way to work on Monday. We appreciate you. Thanks very much. We will see you on the next episode. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.
See you later.
Bye.